I used to think that to become a better rider, I had to do more. And the funny thing is about that is that with this idea in my mind that I have to do more, it put me in a state of rushing through things. So each time I would meet with my horse, I would rush through things like catching my horse and then grooming my horse and tacking up my horse. And this is because I already had in mind of everything that I had to do in order to become a better rider or to have a better training session or to improve my horse's gaits in some way. And really fundamentally, this idea of having to do more made me rush. And I noticed that the idea of rushing, or when I was in a state of rushing, I lost my sense of presence in the morning, in the moment, not in the morning. And there was a day that I went to the stable, and it was very hot, so my horse was quite passive, and he really didn't want to do a lot. So I brought him into the arena just to do a lunging session. And anyway, he had a very, very slow gait. He was just very slow. And I had this kind of tension inside of me because I wanted him to go faster, to move faster, because I really was forward thinking. I was thinking about the session. I was thinking about what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve. And here I am with my horse who's just taking his little old time and slowing down and not really wanting to do anything in particular. So in that moment, I decided, well, why don't I just slow down? And so I started to slow down my pace. And when I did that, my horse was actually a bit confused about that. He kind of gave me the side eye, as if to say, what are you doing here? So I decided to slow down. And as I slowed down, he started to slow down more as well. So pretty soon we were walking so slowly, it seemed more like a meditation than a training session. But I was okay with that because I felt that something was changing with our communication. So we did a bit of slow walking. I didn't even ask him to go to trot. And it was a very interesting moment because I was very aware of how how difficult it was for me to slow down, not just with my pace, with my walking, but to slow down inside of me, to slow down my thoughts, to slow down my breath. And that was a very interesting moment for me. And I felt that something was starting to shift with my horse. He was starting to connect with me more. And at the end of the session, we were just standing in the middle of the arena. And he started to really relax. And we just took a moment to stand there together. And in that moment, he fully relaxed to the point where I was able to release or to remove a bean from his sheath, which is not an easy feat with my horse. Normally I have to call a veterinarian because he's very reactive to being touched. And yeah, he was very trusting. So that was a really, really wonderful moment for me, this complete trust that he gave me. And that's when I realized how important it is to slow down. Not just slow down your pace, but slow down your thoughts, slow down your mind, and maybe even slow down your breathing. So the next time you go to the stable or you go to pasture to get to meet your horse, I invite you to slow down your pace. You can just start with that. I think that's a good way to start. Just slowing down without having to think about our breath or without having to think about our thoughts. Just slowing down our pace changes something. Um, so I hope this video invites you to try it.